The town of Montrose had initially been served by a short branch line from the Aberdeen Railway at Dumpton Junction, which ran to a modest terminus close to the centre of the town and opened in 1848. The current station was opened on the 1st of May 1883 by the North British Railway on their North British Arbroath and Montrose Railway route, linking Arbroath to the Scottish North Eastern Railway main line through Strathmore at Carnarvon Junction. This was essentially a continuation of the NBR main line from Edinburgh Waverley via the Tay Railway Bridge, and allowed the company to accelerate its services between the Scottish capital and Aberdeen by an hour. Though the line had received parliamentary approval in 1871, it wasn't until 1881 that the line was open for goods traffic, progress having been delayed by the need for the rebuild to the Iron South Esk Viaduct south of the station. The original had been built to the design of Sir Thomas Bouch, but considered suspect after the Tay Bridge disaster of 1878, upon testing by heavy loads. Several of the piers failed and it had to be replaced. Passenger traffic subsequently began on the line on the 1st of May 1883. To the north of the station, the cord was laid by the NBR to give access to the Montrose and Burvey Railway at Broomfield Junction. This 13-mile branch had been opened in 1865 and initially worked by the Scottish North Eastern Railway, whose Montrose East Station had originally shared it, but was then taken over by the NBR in 1881, where the main NBA and MR was opened. After a period of joint operation by both companies, the NBR worked all services from 1899 until the 1923 grouping, when the London North Eastern Railway took over. Passenger services were subsequently withdrawn by British Railways in 1951, although freight traffic continued until 1966. From the 30th of April 1934, services through the Dumpton branch also operated to and from here, with the closure of the former Caledonian terminus to passenger traffic. The station was host of the LMS Caravan in 1936, followed by 3 caravans from 1937 to 1939. Passenger traffic on this route ended in August of 1952, with a complete closure in 1963. The section of the railway across the viaduct and onto Ouston is the only single-track section of the entire line between Edinburgh and Aberdeen, though the rest of the route was doubled by the NBR in the years after opening. The cost of widening and rebuilding the viaduct to accommodate double track was deemed prohibitive, and so it remained single track. Until recently, the section was worked by signal boxes at each end, Ouston and Montrose South, using tokenless block regulations. But a 2010 re-signalling scheme saw both boxes closed and control transferred to the former Montrose North box. This now supervises the entire area, including the single line over the viaduct. The work has also been made of the southbound platform to make it bi-directional. So we'll get started here in Montrose with 800-107, working the 0833 LNER service from Aberdeen to London King's Cross. Arriving to terminate at Montrose to form the 0859 Scotrail service to Inverurie is 158726. arrival is 43145, top and tail with 43132. Working the 0915 Scotrail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Aberdeen. Headed off to the carriage sidings after terminating with a service from Inverurie is 158711. And here comes our train in the form of 43175, top and tail with 43176. Working the 0927 Scotrail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.